under the bright lights of Foxborough, Massachusetts. A new name has begun to echo through the stadiums that once belonged to Tom Brady. His name, Drake Lee Maye, a tall, calm, rocket-armed Southerner from North Carolina, whose rise to NFL stardom has felt almost scripted by destiny. As of now, Drake Maye's fortune sits at an estimated net worth of around $6 million, still modest compared to the multi-million-dollar empires of veteran superstars, yet a striking sum for a quarterback in only his second professional season. His rookie contract with the New England Patriots guarantees $36.64 million over 4 years, including a $23.47 million signing bonus, a foundation that all but ensures financial stability for life. But beyond the money and the contracts, the measure of Drake Maye lies not in his bank account, but in the story he's writing, a tale of family, faith, pressure, and the quiet fire of a man determined to live up to his name. Early life. A Carolina beginning. Drake Lee Maye was born August 30th, 2002, in Huntersville, North Carolina, a picturesque suburb of Charlotte lined with pine trees and football dreams. From the very beginning, competition was the air he breathed. His father, Mark Maye, was a former quarterback at the University of North Carolina, a gunslinger of the 1980s who set school records before shoulder injuries ended his pro hopes. His mother, Amy Maye, was the emotional anchor of the family, a woman of quiet strength who made sure humility stayed at the center of their son's ambitions. Drake was the youngest of 4 brothers, and in the Maye household, that meant one thing. You learned to fight for everything. The Brotherhood of competition. Each Maye brother carried a different sporting flame. Luke Maye, the oldest, became a basketball legend at UNC, hitting the unforgettable buzzer beater that sent the Tar Heels to the 2017 Final Four. Cole Maye took his talents to baseball, pitching for the University of Florida, where he celebrated a 2017 College World Series title. Bo Maye, the third brother, also chose basketball, continuing the family's Carolina lineage. And then there was Drake, the quiet one, the dreamer, who loved football like oxygen and studied quarterbacks like artists study paint. When his older brothers practiced, he was always nearby, catching rebounds, shagging fly balls, or spinning a football against a backyard fence until sunset. Growing up with 3 older brothers was like having 3 personal trainers, Drake once laughed. If I wasn't getting stronger, I was getting left behind. That backyard, filled with bruises, laughter, and sibling rivalry, became his first stadium. Education and high school rise. Drake attended William A. Hoff High School in Cornelius before transferring to Myers Park High School in Charlotte. At Myers Park, he would transform from a promising athlete into a sensation. In his junior and senior years, he threw for more than 6,700 yards and 86 touchdowns, leading Myers Park to regional championships and setting the city ablaze with his precision passing. Coaches called him a surgeon with a spiral. Opponents called him the problem. By 2019, Drake Maye was named Charlotte Observer Male Athlete of the Year, and national recruiters began circling. He initially committed to Alabama, a choice that spoke volumes about his talent. But his heart and his family story pulled him back home. In 2020, he flipped his commitment to the University of North Carolina, choosing legacy over convenience, blood over brand. Personal life. A love rooted in youth. Every story of a rising athlete has an anchor, and for Drake Maye, that anchor is and Michael Hudson. The two met in high school, bonded through shared faith, sports, and the gentle normalcy of Carolina life. While Maye's world became larger, hers stayed steady, reminding him that fame doesn't define worth. In January 2025, after a beachside proposal beneath a North Carolina sunset, Drake and Michael made their union official. Their June 21, 2025 wedding at Grandfather Golf and Country Club was intimate, joyful, and beautifully simple, a reflection of who they are. Guests recall that when the couple entered the reception, the DJ played the UNC fight song, a nod to where it all began. They don't yet have children, but in interviews, Drake has often said, "Family is everything to me. I'm just trying to build the kind of home my parents built for us." Faith and values. While Drake isn't outspoken about religion, those who know him describe him as a man of quiet faith, humble, respectful, and grounded. He's often seen praying before games and giving credit to God in post-game interviews. His moral compass, rooted in family and gratitude, is evident in how he carries himself. No scandals, no ego, just an unshakable sense of purpose. Off the field. Before turning pro, Maye capitalized on NIL name, image, and likeness opportunities, partnering with Carolina-based brands and youth programs. He's been spotted at local children's hospitals and charity camps, usually without cameras, often signing autographs for kids wearing number 10 jerseys. He once said, "If you make it big and forget the kids watching, you didn't really make it." College career. The apprentice year, 2021. Drake's first year at UNC was one of patience. He redshirted behind Sam Howell, soaking up the playbook like a sponge and watching how college defenses moved. He saw only 4 games of action, but even in brief flashes, coaches knew he had something special: accuracy, poise, and the intangible sense that the game slowed down around him. The breakout, 2022. When Howell left for the NFL, the Tar Heels handed the keys to Drake Maye. His debut start was electric. 5 touchdowns against Florida A&M, breaking UNC records for a first-time starter. The season that followed was legendary. Maye threw for 4,321 yards and 38 touchdowns, added nearly 700 rushing yards, and became the heart of a team that rediscovered its swagger. Every week, he seemed to invent new ways to win. Against Appalachian State, he accounted for 5 total touchdowns in a 63-61 shootout classic. Against Pittsburgh, he threw darts in torrential rain. His performances earned him the title of ACC Player of the Year, 2022, a first for a sophomore in UNC history, and whispers of the next Josh Allen. The final chapter, 2023. By 2023, Drake Maye was a college superstar, a Heisman contender, an NFL scout favorite, and a Tar Heel hero. Though UNC didn't make the playoff, Maye's numbers remained stellar. 3,608 passing yards, 24 touchdowns, and 9 rushing scores. After 2 seasons as starter, he ranked among UNC's top 5 all-time passers, despite playing only 28 games. In December 2023, he declared for the NFL Draft. His farewell message to Tar Heel Nation was pure: Maye, thank you for believing in me. Once a Tar Heel, always a Tar Heel. Professional career. The draft moment. The 2024 NFL Draft in Detroit carried drama. 6 quarterbacks were projected to go in round 1, but only a few were deemed true franchise changers. When the New England Patriots, rebuilding from the post-Brady drought, stepped to the podium with the 3rd overall pick, the crowd held its breath. With the 3rd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the commissioner announced, the New England Patriots select Drake Maye, quarterback, University of North Carolina. In that instant, a new chapter began. A 22-year-old kid from Charlotte inheriting the weight of a dynasty. Year 1, the adjustment. Maye's rookie season was a lesson in patience. The Patriots shielded him behind veteran guidance, letting him learn the rhythm of pro defenses. Even in limited appearances, flashes of brilliance emerged. Laser throws, tight window completions, fearless pocket movement. Teammates called him the Iceman. Coaches said he sees the field like a chessboard. By the season's final stretch, he earned the starting role, showing glimpses of what could be: leadership, resilience, and the kind of accuracy that makes defensive coordinators lose sleep. Year 2, the awakening, 2025. The 2025 NFL season began with doubts. Could Maye handle the glare of Foxborough? By October, those doubts had turned to applause. In Week 4 against Buffalo, he engineered a game-winning drive, throwing for 273 yards and 2 touchdowns, outdueling one of the league's elite defenses. Analysts raved about his command. Drake Maye doesn't just throw the ball, he paints with it. Patriots fans, starved for stability, finally had hope. His jersey sales spiked, his name trended weekly, and even national commentators admitted New England may have found their next franchise cornerstone. Still, Maye remains humble. "I'm not Tom Brady," he told reporters, "but I'm learning from the same walls he built." House tour and car collection. Despite his growing fame, Drake Maye's lifestyle mirrors his character: simple, family-oriented, and grounded. He currently resides in a suburban home near Foxborough, close to the Patriots training facility. No marble palaces or flashy mansions, just a quiet home where he and Michael can enjoy dinner after long days. As for cars, his garage tells a similar story. He reportedly drives a Ford F-150 Raptor, reliable, powerful, American-made, fitting for a Carolina boy, and occasionally a Range Rover Sport for travel. There's no fleet of exotics, no social media flaunting. Friends say if he splurges, it's on golf gear and fishing rods, not Ferraris. While his NFL salary forms the bulk of his income, Maye has begun cultivating endorsements with understated brands, apparel lines tied to his alma mater, regional energy drink sponsors, and charity partnerships with Carolina Children's Initiatives. Financial analysts project that if his career trajectory continues, his net worth could surpass $20 million by 2028, even before his second contract. But in typical Maye fashion, he views money as fuel, not finish. Drake Maye is not loud. He's not the self-promotional, headline-grabbing type. He's cerebral, the quarterback who studies film longer than he scrolls Instagram. In interviews, his eyes light up when talking about offensive line protections or his brother's careers. When asked about fame, he usually shrugs, "I'm just grateful to play." Fans love him because he feels authentic, a rare balance of talent and humility in a sport that worships both. As of today, Drake Maye is alive, healthy, and actively leading the New England Patriots offense. There is no cause of death, only the cause of destiny unfolding. He represents the next generation of quarterbacks not merely as athletes, but as young men redefining leadership, grounded, loyal, and quietly powerful. Every great athlete carries the past on their shoulders, and in Drake Maye's case, that past is a tapestry of family legacy, Carolina pride, and the unrelenting pursuit of excellence. He has already carved his name into UNC record books, become the face of the Patriots' new era, and captured the imagination of fans who see in him both promise and principle. Yet, to Drake Maye, the story is just beginning. "I don't want to be remembered for stats," he once said. "I want to be remembered for how I made people believe again." And in 2025, that belief feels alive, pulsing through Foxborough, echoing across Carolina, and building toward a legend still being written.